Teachers need a strong but articulate voice from their union, one that commands respect from the public and can ultimately influence governmental policies on education. Hello, my name is Barry Joel Desaine, and I am a candidate for the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association's 2013 elections. I have offered myself to serve as TTUTA's next General Secretary. I should like to tell you about this office and what I hope to achieve should I be elected to serve in this capacity. Over the last few weeks, I have visited a number of schools throughout Trinidad in order to highlight what I have to offer. In my visits, I have discovered that many teachers do not quite understand the role of the General Secretary. Allow me to give you a brief overview of this important office so that you can make a more conscientious decision with regard to whom you should elect on October 24th. Firstly, it should be noted that TTUTA's General Secretary is an elected national officer who shares collective responsibility along with 5 other national officers for the proper operation of the association. His role is clearly delineated in TTUTA's constitution. This office plays a critical role in the information and communication flow of the association. Although it is often covert in nature, any inefficiency in the office of the General Secretary will inevitably affect all departments and districts of the association. The responsibilities of the General Secretary are many. However, they may be synthesized into 3 component areas: collation, collaboration, and communication. With regard to collation, the General Secretary is charged with secretarial duties that are common in many organizations. These include record keeping, report writing, and the recording of minutes for a diversity of meetings, including meetings of the Central Executive, General Council, and of the various committees of which he is a part. Subject to their approval, he also prepares a report of the Central Executive, which is presented to the annual conference of delegates. Apart from his collation responsibility, the General Secretary must also possess adequate collaboration skills, as he must work along with all elected officers and many established committees. For example, the General Secretary is expected to contribute his ideas in the Publicity and Public Relations Committee, which is chaired by the President. Likewise, he is expected to add value to the Professional Advancement Committee and the Central Education Committee, which are both chaired by the second Vice President. The last area of responsibility is also probably one of the more important functions of the General Secretary. The General Secretary must be a skilled communicator, as he is expected to handle all correspondence both within and without the association. In other words, this office provides the link between TTUTA and its members, as well as the public at large. Consequently, TTUTA's websites, for example, falls under the purview of the General Secretary. I have taken the liberty of presenting the responsibilities of the General Secretary in a visual format to assist you in understanding the various functions. Have a quick look. I shall continue my presentation in half a minute or less. Now that you have a better understanding of the role of the General Secretary, I should like to tell you about myself and the skills that I possess that will make me a great match for this important office. The first thing you need to know is that I've been an educator for almost 2 decades. However, teaching was not my first choice for a career. I wanted to be a computer programmer. When I left Hillview College in 1989, I decided to pursue studies in telecommunication engineering at the John Donaldson Technical Institute. My aim was to gain a solid foundation in data communication for a lucrative career in information technology. However, I abandoned the studies in order to accept a job at Republic Bank Limited as a computer systems operator. My first day of employment began with training at IBM in the operations of the bank's AS400 computer system. At 19 years of age, it was a dream come true for me. However, some 2 years later, I would resign after learning the hard way that not everyone appreciates the new genius who makes more money than most on staff. Months afterwards, I started working as a clerk at Fire Services Headquarters, and then later I was transferred to the microfilm department of the Immigration Division. It was while I was there that I applied to be a teacher. However, I was soon able to obtain gainful employment at Trinidad and Tobago Transcable Company Limited, and I felt my career was back on track. But life often bows us the proverbial googly, and after a power struggle between the chairman of the board and the president of the company, I ended up a casualty of business politics. Around that time, I received a letter inviting me to participate in the OJT program for teacher trainees. I accepted the offer, intended that this would only be a temporary measure. It was not. Today, I am proud to say that I am a member of the teaching profession. In the last 15 years, I've spent considerable time in academic pursuits. Like many primary school teachers, I went to college. I went to Current Teachers College to obtain my teacher's diploma. Subsequently, I went on to complete a bachelor's degree in management studies and later graduated at the top of my class in 2011 with a master's in organizational leadership. I am currently pursuing a doctorate in leadership and social change at the Oasis Institute of Higher Learning. When it comes to my level of education, my qualification for the post of General Secretary is impeccable. Apart from this, I've also been involved in a number of philanthropic enterprises that have provided related experience for the post. For example, I am a member of the Board of Directors for the Renal Care Center of Trinidad and Tobago. I have to work with people from different walks of life, and we have to get along to get things done. I've also served as the General Secretary for the Trinidad and Tobago Pentecostal Church of God. I have a wealth of diverse experiences to bring to this office. In addition, I am also well involved in assisting teachers in the online community through the popular Facebook group called A Teacher's Voice, where I am one of the administrators. What then can you expect from me should I be elected to office? What promises do I make you in exchange for your support? Well, I make only two promises. Number one, and this is from my own personal belief system, I promise that I will work heartily as if I'm working for God. It doesn't matter where I am in life. If I'm a classroom teacher, I work heartily as if I'm working for God. That is my modus operandi. I also promise that I will not make any promises that I cannot keep, nor will I promise what I am unlikely to fulfill. Having said that, there are a number of things which I pledge to do that I am 100% certain I can achieve over the next 3-year term. These include the following. Number one, I pledge to enhance TTUTA's overall administrative management structure with communication methods that are congruent with modern technology and the global standards. I also pledge to encourage the efficient use of ICTs such as SMS, email, social networking services, EFT, FTP, Skype, podcasting, blog sites, webinars, voice over internet protocol, audio video conferencing, internet television, and so on, all of which are affordable, effective, and efficient. I pledge to emphasize the importance of maintaining professionalism and advancing a culture of contextualized-based research. I pledge to expand the validity and the functionality of TTUTA's website, database management systems, and its publications. I also pledge to ensure that the collation of reports, records, and minutes are not only efficiently completed, but they are done so in a timely fashion. I want to empower the DSRA members with the means to access critical information in real time from district and national office. I also want to engage the membership in methods of improving communication systems in relation to their specific needs and lifestyle. Lastly but not least, I want to pledge that I will exemplify behavior that is consistent and demonstrative of the high ideals of effective leadership, competence, servitude, integrity, as befitting the nobility of the teaching profession. Fellow teachers, you might have observed that I have not attacked any of my opponents with negative rhetoric or disrespect. It is not my intention to degrade, but to add value to the association. Should I be elected to office, I shall challenge the other national officers to excel beyond comparative best towards achieving their absolute best. Teachers deserve nothing but the absolute best that TTUTA can present. Nothing but excellence you deserve. Nothing but excellence will I give. Fellow teachers, my name is Barry Joel Desaine, and I am the right choice for the post of TTUTA's General Secretary. With your vote, I am leading the way towards a more efficient TTUTA. Thank you for your consideration. Please vote wisely on October 24th. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.